this moment is very, very precious. In fact, you don't know if there will be any other moment. So make use of this moment as if it would be your last. Bring out the deepest sensitivity, your deepest wisdom, your greatest softness and love. And with this softness, love, clarity and sensitivity, embrace this moment as it is and learn from it. Allow everything that is here now to be seen as it is. Don't resist. Don't choose any perspective to narrow yourself down. Just embrace this moment as fully as you can and allow everything that is to be seen just as it is. It is that capacity to embrace and to see that is being offered by life in this human form. You can refer to any other actions that you do in life as a preparation for this, a preparation for those rare, sacred, beautiful moments in which you are completely available. It is in those moments that reality can reach you and show you what truly is. If you wish to understand what clarity, embrace and acceptance are, you may first need to acknowledge and to become aware of those movements of resistance and narrowing down yourself that are happening within you that you are not conscious of. So if you feel that you don't really understand how it is to embrace, what does it mean to be fully available and open, then allow the movements of the mind that you experience to be seen as they are. Whenever you feel resistance, whenever you feel the need to respond, a strong reaction is coming. Simply become aware of that. Realize that something very important is being shown to you. Don't take the position of the reaction, but have the intention to learn what is this reaction. Not what is the cause of the reaction and what is the effect, but what is the essence of the reaction. What is the state in which the reaction happens. Allow the reaction to be seen as it is. And the same with resistance. And the same with any emotion or thought. To understand the obstacles for peace, for clarity, for openness is no less important than being open. In fact, usually it is more important, because unless you clearly see what it is, there is no understanding of clarity, of openness, of acceptance. To be a seeker of truth means to respect and honor life in all its expressions. So, live your life very ordinarily and very simply. Allow life to be simple as you can, so that you can be available to perceive the whole. Because having life as a complex movement, being concerned with life, with what is going to happen to this body-mind too much, simply means that your attention is constantly being narrowed down to the perspective of the body-mind, and the seeing of the whole is simply unavailable. So try to live life as simply as you can. What needs to be done, let it be done. What needs to happen, let it happen. Don't dwell too much on anything, and be available to the intention to see the whole, to see everything as it truly is, wholly and fully. Whenever you have an urge to blame somebody, to blame circumstances, become aware of this movement of blaming, of externalizing your suffering. Don't be afraid to face suffering. Suffering is an immense teacher. Whenever you blame, you try to push suffering away from you, and therefore you push away this invaluable lesson that suffering has for you. If there is suffering, there is a lot to be seen in that suffering, because what truly suffers is your misunderstanding, is your misconception, misperception of what you truly are. To acknowledge suffering is to acknowledge this false perception of yourself, is to face the state of separation, the state of egoity as it is. So for that, suffering has to be met with directly and simply. Don't push away suffering, and therefore don't indulge in blaming. If something happens and you don't feel good about it, you feel that you suffer because of what has happened, try to put away completely the external conditions in which that happened, and remain only with that suffering itself, as if it had no reason whatsoever. This will bring the most benefit and the most clarity. And eventually, this will bring happiness. Happiness that cannot be touched by anything.